some time now. It's been a few months for me. It's been kind of busy time, and I thought I'd get on here quick and talk about what it means choose courage over comfort. That has been my topic for the month of April, courage over comfort, and I just finished a podcast on that very topic, and I wanted to come on here and actually talk about what does that mean? What does that look like when you're choosing courage? What is courage? First of all, a lot of people think that you're born with courage. You're courageous because, well, you've got it in your genes. Um, and then the myth here is that you either you have courage or you don't. And it's really not, because courage is something that you can develop over time. You can actually learn it. It's a skill that you can learn. And the way to do this is by learning anything else in life, is by doing small steps that are not too way out of your comfort zone, but doing them consistently. And that will help you develop that courage. So, what does that look like? I mean, when we think of courage, we always think of somebody who's bold and ready to take action, and maybe even people we see on TV, like in the action movies, they have courage because, well, they, throw themselves from high buildings or jump into burning buildings, fires, all of that. But even that develops over time. Even that comes about over time when we actually take small little actions to build that courage up. Courage can come in many different ways. It's not just like in the action movies. It's speaking up when no one is expecting you to. It's doing something that you've never tried before. Hi, Radifa Wolf. Sorry, I can't say the name. Hi, everybody. Courage can come in many, many different ways. And it could mean something different for different people. Hi, everyone. Wolf Sawi? I think I said it right. Greetings from Dubai. Hi, I'm from Michigan. Welcome. I'm talking about courage, choosing courage over comfort. And I'm talking about how courage can mean a lot of different things for a lot of different people. And it's not just the courage we are used to, like on TV. No, it could come a lot of different forms, like stepping up to something, saying saying something outside of your comfort zone. Could be school or work where you're actually getting out of that comfort zone and actually stepping up. And so that's what courage could look like, and it could look very differently for a lot of different people. When we are constantly doing something and we're so comfortable with whatever we're doing, we get really good at doing something, and we get comfortable with it. So we don't want to leave that. That's how we build our comfort zone. By doing things over and over and over, we get really good at them. And when you're asked to do something that you're not used to, that's what happens. That's when courage steps up, and fear comes in, and we kind of are afraid. We get really afraid that people are going to judge us, that we may make mistakes, we can fail, and that's when we get really, we become super afraid to try something new. And it could be as simple as in school, raising your hand or answering a question, right? I used to do that back in long time ago when I was in school. I was learning the language, and I was afraid to actually answer question because I didn't want to make a mistake. I didn't want to make, a mistake in the language because English was new to me, and I didn't want people to laugh at me, right? Um, and that stopped me from sharing my thoughts, sharing, my responses with other people. It stopped me from a lot of different things. It made me really shy. So, I had to work on that. Um, and you don't have to have the right answer to actually step up to the plate and say, what's on your mind. So, and being, building that courage up takes time, right? I'm looking at your comment, but no, Eric, no, that's not acceptable at all. um you're building yourself up as a person, and working to become the best version of yourself for you as a person, right? And most of the time, we're not afraid to take the next step because we're afraid people are going to judge us. We're waiting for someone to validate our work. And if you are taking a step forward, you're trying to get better at something, you just have to start with a small step that you can actually do, that you can actually move forward with. And this is really how you build comfort, is by trying something over and over and getting to that next step and that next level. And that's how we build your cover, your courage. We're so used to being and staying in our comfort zone because we feel really strongly about it, because we already know what we're doing. We've done it before. But guess what? If you step outside of that comfort zone, you try something new, it's going to be completely scary. It's going to be completely new to you. It's going to be completely full of surprises and unpredictable. But you're going to try one small step. And the more you do this, the more consistent you are at it, you're going to learn something new. You're going to become more comfortable, and that is going to be your new comfort zone. But we have to consistently step outside of that comfort zone and learn to have that courage. And courage is not something that you have to be born with. It actually can be built. It can be done by trying new things. But you can only do that if you try one small thing at a time. If you're, a lot of people will say, oh, I'm going to step out of my comfort zone. I'm going to try this new job, as an example. And you get into it and you feel, oh, what did I get myself into? Because I don't know what to do. I have no idea what I'm, and then the fear takes you right back to your comfort zone. You go back into what you're used to, and you end up really not learning anything. And so if you have this big fear, instead of jumping outside of the comfort zone, let's just take one small step instead and try something small, simple, something doable, something you can repeat tomorrow and the next day and the next day, and build a habit out of that. That's how habits are built, by staying consistent with something that you're doing. If you're learning a new skill, if you're learning to write, if you're learning a musical instrument, if you're learning public speaking, if you're learning, going to college and learning a new course, it's going to take you time. And that's okay. Give yourself that grace to learn and to grow into this new skill and this new habit. But be consistent with it. Give yourself that grace. If you fail at something, it's not the end of the world. It just means you need more time to grow with this. And you need more ways that you can learn. The one thing that I learned over time is the power of yet. Is if you don't know something, instead of saying, I don't know it, I'm not going to get into it, I'm not going to try it, say, I don't know it yet. It makes a huge difference. And I want you to say it out loud, because a lot of times we just keep thoughts up here and then they get, mixed up with other thoughts. Instead, say it out loud. Say, I don't know this yet. It makes a huge difference. That means you're going to learn it. You don't know it now, but you're going to give yourself time and grace to actually learn it. And that makes a huge difference. I'm glad you, Radifa, that you're finding the advice good. And this is really, I've been doing this for a long time, and I'm practicing it myself and teaching others as well, that you're going to take steps, but make them small and make them doable, make them for you. There's a lot of people that are going to give you advice that worked for them, which is great. Listen to it, but try what works for you, because you're a unique person that comes with your own, you come with your own set of thoughts and beliefs and capabilities, and you are capable of a lot. You just need to try at your own pace. We all have our own paces, we all have our own learning styles that we learn from, and it's not equal to somebody else. It's not equal to our siblings either, right? We have siblings and we think, oh, we're so much alike. That we are different in our own way, and so we try what works for us. And really, that's all I wanted to come out here and come on here and say. Try courage over comfort. Get out of your own comfort zone by trying something new. What are you going to try? What are you going to apply? And we've got, it's Sunday where I am today in Michigan, and tomorrow is Monday. It's a whole new week. What are we going to try to start building that habit, that discipline, so that we can get out of our comfort zone and start building courage and build learning experience and growth, because that's what matters most. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks, guys, for participating, and hope to come out here often, and have a wonderful rest of your day.